So we're about to go into the month of July. I'm recording this on the 29th of June because we have a full moon in Capricorn right now. And so that means the moon in Capricorn is opposite the sun in Cancer. So I kind of wanted to address those two signs because they're very important in terms of how their energy represents ourselves. And so Cancer and Capricorn are yin and a yang energy, the masculine and the feminine. They are the father and the mother, basically the provider and the protector. And so they're serious signs. They're serious signs of systems, responsibility, order, obligation. These are the energies of what we look at in our system. So everything is system focused going into this new month of July. And so there are family structures, there are cultural religious structures, there are government structures, and our workplace structures. These are things that we're going to be looking at and where we are in our lives as we go into this month. Because it seems to be this month has a tremendous amount of shift and change to it. But the way we have to look at this is to take stock and stand back. Because on the 30th of June, the last day of the month, Mercury goes retrograde for 3 weeks. So through the month of July, we have a big, strong retrograde of Mercury, but it's in the sign of Cancer. And so the point of this is, as we look back and take stock, it isn't how we evaluate our lives right now, it's how we feel in them. So it's more about reflection. Mercury in retrograde is always a reflection in terms of how we process information. And because Cancer represents, again, that feeling of how we're nurturing or how we're feeling safe or protected in ourselves, our resources, and who we're responsible for. So it's time to take a reflection on what those things look like in our lives personally. You know, we can get very involved in the big systems that are going on right now. Obviously, this country's, as it's born in Cancer, has a big birthday celebration on Saturday the 4th. So unfortunately, it doesn't feel celebratory because we're so divided. So if there's a lot of division within the system, that is the thing we're trying to evaluate. But let's stay home in the Cancer sign, and let's just look at our own home life and our personal life and where we are, and try to turn out the outside noise and the crisis and the chaos within all those bigger systems. It's a workplace balance kind of time, and how you're planning and organizing your life to where you feel like, I can manage this, but I can't manage that. So it really is a time of reflection in terms of what you can do and what you can't do. So can be feeling like you're very powerless, but then if you feel powerless, then what do you have to do to let go of something that you've given power to, that you feel it has the authority over you instead of the other way around? And when I look at that in terms of your workplace, when we go through something, I can't do this job anymore, I don't make enough money, or in a family situation, the relationship isn't working, we're not on the same page. This is to look at what you really value, because the point of value comes into this month, which is the greatest thing that the shift is represented in terms of where we're headed in the next 6 months. Because the planet Pluto in Aquarius is now going to make an opposition to the planet Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, in the sign of Leo. So this becomes one's personal values of you, your values of what is your purpose. Because Sagittarius is looking beyond ourselves in terms of the bigger picture of why we're here, the purpose, or the philosophy or theology of our own nature, of what our true values are. And so where do they come from? You have to look at your past and say, what was I brought in with those values, and where are they now? Because they don't suit me now, or they need to change, or I need to get stronger in them. It doesn't matter how you come to that conclusion. It's only yours to evaluate and have that conclusion. So that opposition gives a great opportunity for change, because Jupiter wants to expand things. It does want to grow. But then, that's what Pluto wants to do. It wants to transform and get you to grow in your life. And so you have to let go of things that are holding you back, because Cancer and Capricorn are feeling very restrictive in their nature. So it's like, I'm stuck in this system. I can't get out of it. And so you have to take risks. And the reason I'm bringing up risk is because Mars and Uranus are in Gemini during this time. So that means you have to think outside of the box. You can't keep doing the same thing, because again, you get the same results. So, as you try things, take risks in this month. But, don't overwhelm yourself and just blow everything up. It's a matter of planning and organizing. So what I'd like you to do as you go through this next 2 weeks is to sit down, plan, organize, and put down where your goals are, what you really want, what your true values are. and that'll help you settle and turn off everything else that's trying to disrupt you. Okay, so thanks for listening. That'll get you in for a couple of weeks, and I appreciate you checking me out and getting the update on what's going on. And subscribe if you like, and we'll talk to you later.